Hello everyone. I am going to do a short Esuite training. This is especially geared for our newest distributors who might be a little overwhelmed or intimidated feeling with the Esuite, but I assure you it's very straightforward, very simple, but I want to walk you through some very important things to help you run your business. So first things first, the thing you see right now, this is our replicated website. So from this screen, this is when you send people to your website. They can click join to become a distributor. They can click shop to become a loyal customer. And whenever I'm personally enrolling customers and distributors, I do the same thing. I go to my website, just like I am right now. I click shop to enroll customers, join to enroll distributors. And that's just personally how I've always chosen to do it. You can also enroll people from your eSuite, but this is the way that I like to do it. So, all right, then we're going to click log in. And now we are logging into the actual eSuite, or sometimes you might hear people refer to it as the back office. And this is like your secretary. This is what tracks everything that goes on in your business, okay? So first things first, it works you, the big green U at the top. This is where you get your training. And this is the first thing you need to do in your business. Like within your first 48 to 72 hours, you want to get through these videos, because just like if you were starting a new job, you've got to know the foundation. You've got to know what you're doing. And there's also an It Works You guidebook that you can download and print. It's like a little study guide that goes along with the training videos. And then there's also the compensation plan. And this is something I definitely encourage you to print off so that you have it, or at least be sure that you've read through it. Now, you don't have to know everything, but you do want to read through those first several pages that are things that apply to you in the here and now as a brand new distributor. There's also a glossary of terms that will be very beneficial to you as well. All right, next thing, orders. Orders is where you go when you need to place a one-time order. This is not where you go to manipulate your auto shipment. This is just simply, let's say it's the end of the month and you need to place an order for some product. Or let's say your auto ship has already run and you find yourself still needing a couple things. So this is where you go to just place a one-time order, okay? Now, over here on the left, you see order history, loyal customer orders. This will show you what all your personally enrolled loyal customers are ordering or have ordered. So that's another way to be able to know what's coming up as far as your customers are concerned, so that you can reach out to them and let them know their order is about to go out, make sure they're happy with their product, ask if they need help changing their order, that kind of thing. Applicator Rewards. So every time you enroll 2 loyal customers, you get to redeem a wrap reward. And so it'll tell you how many that you've earned, let you get either a body or face wrap, and there's no shipping, which is even cool too. You just pay the tax. Now these do expire in 60 days time. So it's super important that you get those redeemed before they expire, okay? All right, and then it says enroll new customer. You can also enroll retail customers, loyal customers, and distributors right here from this screen as well. Like I said, I do this occasionally, but mostly I just do it straight from my website. All right, so then we're going to talk about settings. Couple things in settings. You want to make sure your personal information is correct. You want to make sure your billing information is correct. And then your login, if you need to change your password, you could do it there. Website, this is where you will upload your picture for your website. You can write a bio, and you can also link your social networking platforms. All right, notifications. You want to be sure that you go here, verify your email address, and send a verification email so that you make sure that you're getting your weekly emails from It Works Global. Subscriptions, this is where our $20 eSuite charge, this is the invoice, so this is where it runs, that kind of thing. So it's free your first month as a distributor. Every month after, this is a business expense for us. We pay $20, which is crazy how inexpensive that is, because that covers our website and that covers our Esuite, which I'm in right now, and then we have a couple of different mobile apps. So that's just helping Go to pay for all of that, which is pretty awesome. All right, so then the next thing is going to be your auto ships. So each month as distributors, we have to be commission qualified. So that means that we can do one of two things. We can either have 150 PBV in orders from our customers, or we could have placed an order for something and then with our customers making sure it's 150 PBV. Now, the only problem with that is if someone returns a product and it drops your PBV below 150, you will not be commission qualified anymore, and you will not get your pay on the 15th of the next month. So if you're going to go this route, it is risky. You need to know that, and just make sure that you have well over 150 PBV in order to go this route, so that you're not in any danger of, a return of a product of you losing your commission. What I would highly recommend is that you run your ADBV auto shipment because you need to be a product of the product. Even if on your auto shipment you're ordering a box of wraps and greens and you're selling that box of wraps for $100 and you're using the greens on yourself, at least you've got product on hand, so you're ready to meet people for a one-on-one and sell them a wrap, or you're ready to have a wrap party. And then also you're just over time you're using different products. In the next month it could be another box of wraps that you sell for $100, and maybe the next month you try out the Fat Fighter, or well, no, that wouldn't be enough, but just make sure it's ADBV, but you get my point. So you try out different products so that you can be a product of the product and you can have a testimony and find the ones that you love. Not everything, you're not going to use every product, but definitely need to be using 2 or 3. I would highly recommend that. So this is where you will make your changes to your auto shipment. So if you log into this screen and you don't see anything under this description area, then you don't have one set up. So you will need to create your auto ship first. But if you do already have one set up, then what you want to do is hit edit. Do not hit create new auto shipment, because you will be setting up a secondary auto ship. So just simply hit edit and it'll walk you through everything from there, and be sure to hit save at the end. All right, document library. The document library is a wealth of information, and you have to keep in mind that we do business in 21 countries, and this is the document library for all 21 countries. So no, you're not going to need to know everything in here, but there are some things you will need to know. So the first things being the commissions. All right, you definitely need to read over this, because this is how you set up how you get paid, and that of course is super important. All right, then if you scroll down, you're going to want to click on marketing materials and look through that, because there are some really great things that the company has made, even things that you can type your information in on. Let's say you were going to do a sample event at a salon or spa. You could print off one of these business ads and put your information in there. So that's pretty cool. All right, policies and regulations. Yes, there are things we can and cannot do with this business. And so if you're ever curious about something, that's where you're going to want to read and look. All right, all the product information is right here. Of course, you can also go to your website and click on shop, and then you have access to all the products there as well. Training and business building. Okay, oh, sorry, it's right here. It's pulled up and I didn't notice it. Okay, all right, so these have some really good things as well. All right, so your hundreds list, your memory jogger to help you with creating that list of 100 people you know, and then there's all kinds of different stuff as well. When we talk about getting your chart out, because right now there is a promotion, the first 6 of you that promote to Emerald, here's Emerald, Emerald or higher by the end of August get a really special treat to go to our upline ambassador Diamond's home, Melody and Blair McFarland, for an amazing weekend. So when we talk about you need to get a chart and have a chart, this is where they are. Okay, so there's executive, ruby, emerald, and diamond right there for you. And then photos. Hold on, that's going to pull up something. So these are a lot of photos from the company, but we're not going to go through all those, but lots of good stuff there. So you can check that out. All right. Then when you go to reports, this this tab has a lot of information, okay? You don't need to know it all. You just know that it's super powerful and it can track all kinds of things. And as your organization grows, you're going to get into a little more of these. But in the meantime, personally enrolled team will show you anyone you've personally enrolled, and there's a box you can check that will show anyone that you've enrolled in the last 48 hours. Volume total by distributor will show you what's going on with your entire team. Organization Explorer will let you pull up your customers, distributors in your downline if you need to get in touch with them, their phone number, their email, that kind of thing. So those are just a few things that you need to know about. And then, of course, the commissions tab, this is where you can click to see what you've earned for the month. And usually the preliminary reports roll out around the 9th or the 10th of the month. So everything you do in the month of June, which is where we're at right now, will post about the 9th or 10th of July. And then we're paid on the 15th. But usually he pays us earlier. So anyway, guys, I hope this is helpful. If you've got questions, you can just post your question in the comment section below this video. And you can't mess anything up in here, so I'd rather you get in and kind of click around and check it out and get all your settings right. I'd rather you do that than avoid it. So anyway, I hope this is helpful.